What is happening, guys? It is Sunday, and we are at the Hack and Pack Shop. I hope you guys can see me and hear me okay. I guess with this camera, I just gotta speak up. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're gonna be working on this 240 SX again today. I was hoping to have it done and out of here, but I've had all these other little jobs come in. Had this Jeep come in. I just did the back door and quarter on that. The Malibu SS. I want to show you guys this real quick, actually. This is a pretty cool car. I've never seen a Malibu SS. At least this body style Malibu. And I hate this body style Malibu, but the SS version, it's a pretty good looking damn car. I would drive the shit out of that thing. It's got the 3.9 V6 in it too. Leather. He's going to put his own door handle on. I just did the fender and the door. And then we did yesterday's video on the scratch on the hood. And, I mean, it's not too bad. You can see little buffer swirls. I did go over it with a buffer real quick yesterday and got just about the rest of that scratch out of it. But this is a good looking car. I like the blue, too. It's got the ground effects on it, the fog lights, spoiler. Can't really show you a whole lot of the interior because of the door handle, but hopefully you can see in there. It's a nice car. He's going to be selling it. I don't know for exactly how much. $4,500, $5 grand, something like that. Not a bad whip, though. Alright, I'll shut up. No, I talked to one of you on the phone the other day about the Ranger. Still hasn't gotten any further yet. There's my Sierra out there. Alright. Get back in here to this freaking Nissan. Alright, so our next step today, yeah, we're going to be fabricating shit. Hopefully the light's okay on this screen. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like the sumbitch is about dead already. Really? Alright. And the screen just timed out. So it must have about a 2-minute timeout. Before we discussed, and I welded this from the other side, okay, and you can see the welds on the inside. I hit them quick with a grinder. And I know a couple of you said, well, that ain't going to pass inspection, it ain't going to hold, whatever. Alright, first off, this is all going to be reinforced. I was just trying to stitch it together so I'd have something to work with here. This is, you know, it's one of those things you just kind of play as you go. You know what I mean? This thing's got damage all over in this whole area. So I'm not going to concentrate on making this perfect yet. I just want to get everything kind of together and then concentrate on getting it perfect. I want it structurally sound. I mean, in there, that is not structurally sound. Alright? So that's what I got to concentrate on, is getting this thing so it's sound. That's probably what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to zip this right straight across, maybe a little bit lower. And let me see if I can get the screen back on here and make sure you can see what I'm doing. And you got a hole here for the brake line access. I'm going to try to cut about midway on that hole. Okay, and then I'll be able to get in there with like a angle grinder or something with a burr bit on it and go ahead and finish making that hole around after I weld it all back together. So I'm going to actually make one solid piece, and then I'm going to come up, probably up into here somewhere, and then just kind of zip it across. Okay, the car factory has a seam right here, and it has a seam right here, and this is where everything failed, was at these seams. The more seams, the more welds you have to do. It's not going to be that strong. But if you plate it with one good piece of metal, drill some holes, and then you can go right into this frame rail. That's kind of what I'm going to go after. I'm also going to cut these screw holes here. I'm going to cut right above them so we can leave these here. I believe these are for the brake line bracket. But I want to save them. So we're going to cut out what's bad but keep the area as small as possible. There's no sense in welding steel way up here or way down here at the bottom of this rail. It doesn't need it. This is all solid yet. Same thing here. We got a rip here. Alright, I'm going to stitch this back together like I did there. We're going to stitch it all back together, and then I'll go ahead and make a little reinforcement plate, or if I can get really good, I can just weld a whole entire piece of metal right over this whole area. But I'll probably stitch it, make what I can make out of one piece of steel, and then we'll just add in a second piece of steel somewhere else. I think that's it. Oh, we got a rip here too. So same deal. You're going to stitch it back together. Alright, weld it back together, probably put a little plate on the inside of here. Alright, I know one of you said, well, it's not going to pass inspection like that. Yes, it will pass inspection like that. It will be structurally sound again, and it will be safe. It'll probably be more solid than the other side, which is still all factory. I did start welding a little piece up here. It looks kind of gobby, I know. I got to grind it down. I just started tacking, and I couldn't get the temperature right on the welder, so I'm going to grind all this down and go over this with another, you know, with another good weld. All right, same thing over here on this side. Got the same damage. I got shit laying up here. All right, but the other side was worse. Oh, our light just, or their screen. There we go. Right here, same deal. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to weld a piece over this whole area, get into this upper rail where it's strong. I'm not welding directly to this piece of tin. I'm welding it directly to the rail, and that's what you want. All right. So what I'm going to do, this will just be a little pacifier video for you. I'm going to upload this now. While it's uploading, the camera can be charging. I'll probably grab the other camera and do some more recording with that, so I'm not waiting for the stupid camera to charge, because I really want to get some progress done in this car today. It's really holding me up here. So we'll leave that alone for now. Y'all have a goody-goody. Like I said, I'll fire up the other camera. We'll do some videos with that while this is charging, and hopefully I can do another upload for you in a little bit. Later.